right, I believe we are live. I think I've set this up right now. I'm just confirming. I'm going to go onto YouTube to make sure that it is working. So give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
I might be live. We might be live. We might not be. Let's have a look. Is it saying live? I can see it in YouTube. I'm just going to click that it's working. Go onto YouTube to make sure that it is working. So yes, I'm a bit echoey, but I can't fix that now. So I might be live. All right. We might be live. We might not be. Let's have a look. I will copy this link so people can find it in the stream, in the chat. I can see it. Give me 2 minutes, or give me 1 minute, people. This is the bootleg stream. Okay. And I'll pop that in dev chat. Which I'll put it in general chat. All right, so the bootleg stream is happening. So my name's Daniel Cox. Darwin, yep. I'm Daniel Cox, and I'm being joined by Will Devenish. Good evening, Mr. Will Devenish.
Hello, Mr. Coxie.
So this is going to be a bit rough. I'm quite new to all this, so it's not going to be as tidy as Stephen DeVries, Blendline, Outworld Broadcasting, or You're on the Edge guys, as Brap's away this Friday, and Dostal's computer's having issues. So I thought, fuck it, I'll fill in. We can do it. They can swear on this. I'm going to be drinking soon, so this will not be censored because it's bootleg. All right, now I think I've got this work. I can bring up. Will won't be able to see it, but hopefully you guys will. This is the track information. There we go. So we've got 2 races tonight. There'll be 90 kilometers each, which consists of 38 laps. They can only run the soft tyre, and it's running 2 times wear. So I've been told by a couple of drivers that your tyres are like, you can manage your tyres, but you're not going to go fast. So they can make that distance, but if you want to be fast, you're going to need to pit. So they reckon they can, like, if they go on full flat chat, they can get about 19 laps off them, they reckon. Fuel is about 3.4 to 3.6 if they're on race pace, and the chance of Higo binning it is medium at the moment. So then they've got the layout there, so there's only really 7 corners to be thing. We've got the first sector, which is basically the first left-hander, and then you've got the sort of old start finish straight, which ends just before the hairpin, and basically the second sector is the hairpin, and the most of the you can't really call it a back straight either. It's a sort of long curve, and then of course the final sector is corners 6 and 7, where the pit entrance is, and that's probably the heaviest braking spot as well. And so it's basically 2 corners once across the line. All right, I've talked enough. I probably should pass it on to you, eh?
Yeah, I will flag that, yes, the tyres will last if you nurse them, but you're also having to fuel save pretty dramatically. The tank lasts about 30 laps full tilt, so trying to find 8 laps worth of fuel saving is pretty much impossible. So I will expect most if not everyone to pit.
And I did have a driver say he reckons if you go 6 laps under yellow, you could do the whole race with tyres and fuel, but that's a big risk to play, so that might be what drivers want to do outside of it. Now,
yeah, look, they can do that, but to be honest, as long as the safety car comes out after lap probably 8, pitting is going to be about the same strategy anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't see it happening.
So it's like briefing's done. So I've got a couple cars. Whoa. Well, hang on. I'll click on the screen. Hang on. I'll just bring live timing up so I can see it, and click on the stream.
It's going to flick over.
Hopefully I don't crash after all this. So I've literally just set up everything. took me like 20 minutes just to get the HUD to work on this game because I had to walk over to my sim with the wheel, press it, walk all the way back, check the settings, walk away. So that was fun.
I do want to have a shout out for Brian Walsh, who's our OG of ASR. We deliberately had this round set up for him, and it's the one round he can't make this year. So thanks for that, Brian.
Yes, well done. He's either sick. I don't know if he's sick or he was going to go to the supercars, and then I think he got sick. I don't know if he's still going. Who knows? But yeah, sad you're not here, Walshy.
Yeah.
This is the Brian Walsh Raceway, it used to be called in the ASR or AMSO's law. And the game's kicked me out, so give me one moment. I'll just pop it back on the track info.
All those mods.
Well, they're all ASR mods, to be honest. I haven't really done
Safety Car 2022.
Yeah, that's when I had to paint it, so I needed to see how to paint it. We're still using that safety car, actually. So it's done well, that safety car.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know what this is going to sound like on a mic, but sound check. There we go.
Like an odd wang, that one.
It's a very happy racetrack.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Oh, actually, it looks like a Kiwi from the other angle.
Lamb chop. All right, I'm back in the server now. So this is the first time we're trying out what they're doing in real life is the split qualifying. So we've got 19 drivers. So as you can see in the message there, it appears we have 19. So the lowest 4 will drop out after Q1. So you want to be 15th or higher in the first section, and then 10th or higher in the second section. So, oh god, that's a gassy fucking cider.
Yeah, so we've just been told, you may have just said I wasn't listening, but yeah, the bottom 4 gets dropped, then the bottom 5 gets dropped, then it's a top 10.
Alright, so here we go into qualifying. Hopefully I don't crash. Who's going to be first to the... Oop. Nope, there we go. Practice 2.
Flicked over, there you go. Oh, Angus, is that a mismatch?
I think the server's allowing that, so they won't get booted, but they should have updated properly. But anyway.
Yeah, it's odd. We haven't had a HDV update since the start of year. Kind of weird.
They might have missed one little patch, these two. Now, is
qualifying,
are they actually setting it to qualifying, or is it practice? So practice 2 is going to be qualifying? Because I don't have a HUD, so... Okay, so practice...
So yes, practice 2 is qualifying 1, practice 3 is qualifying 2, and then qualifying is actually qualifying 3.
Alright, the gentleman and gentle lady have started their engines.
Vessel is out.
And the first one out the gate looks like it's going to be Scott Morrill. There we go. And everyone's going, so they've only got 10 minutes, which you can probably get about 6-7 laps in, I reckon.
Yeah, two sets of tyres, you can probably get 3 laps each. You're right. Remember, it's only a 51-second lap. It's how fast it's on the calendar. First to Barbagallo, which is our next round, actually.
I hope they keep that track. I really don't. Like a city, while it would be cool to have another street track, losing Barbagallo, I don't think is the answer. That's just my opinion.
Believe that this used to be a Formula 1 track, Coxie?
No, I thought was it Langford down in Tasmania? Or?
Oh, it might have been Langford.
I think it was an old street circuit, wasn't it? I could be wrong. I don't know, but I think it was called Langford.
20 minutes. Wikipediaing that.
Oh, I ain't old tabbing out. All right, so we've got Scott Morrill going out first. See if I can find a cool camera. Let's have a look. I'm pressing. I can't remember.
There's a nice upside down one. That's good.
Hang on. I can remember. There we go. We'll go. Does he? He's a bit wide, but I suppose.
Medium line. That's cool. Nice power down.
I do apologise, I've got the graphics set to poo because I don't want to change it when I go to racing. See how he deals with the big braking section. We've already got a yellow here, that's going to distract
very
him.
late, very late.
Yeah, that distracted him.
Yep.
So
He did brake late as well. Good power down, front straight. What did he get? Looks like a 51.7. With Mitchell taking 210s out of him straight away.
He was doing low 51s in practice at the top. And it's actually all those three are doing well in the low 51s. So no one cracked 50. But
based on practice times, a 51's pretty much guaranteeing into the top 10. So 51's good.
Mitchell Steele Allison takes the first shot, but I reckon they can probably get it lower.
We did see during the week the fastest practice time was a 50.8.
Oh, who was that by? You?
That was by me.
I was going to say, I went, oh, who's that smart ass? Yeah, there we go. Understandable. I believe you're leading the Supercars Championship, is that correct?
Or is if you consider drop round, yes. But if you don't consider drop around, it's good at the moment.
They get Rhodey's holding up. Looks like Angus and Cecil at the moment, and they don't have time to get effing Rhodey. Oh no, fucking Rhodey. We can swear on this. But oops, I pressed the wrong button there. Oh, yellow.
Your settings missing that bridge at turn 3 is really bugging me.
Oh yeah, this is boo settings. This is boo. Kemp's around. There's no track references whatsoever, except the side map. So yes, there's very low quality, unfortunately. But I turned on high quality once for screenshots, and I forgot to turn it off, and I lagged during Sandown and made me spin, and I went never again. So.
Marles does pit Mitchell.
Whoops. So he's taking the
bailing out of that.
Track.
So new boots, or he may just sit in the pits until next qualifying session.
So who are we looking at the top 4 on the cusp of losing at the moment? We've got Damo, Wells, Melody, and Cracker. So I believe that's all Super 3, is that correct? Is Wells Super 3? Let's find him. Yep, he's got it.
NetherRealmium is absolutely thrashing Higo, but now Higo's actually got past him, so
I believe Nether's running his alternate livery. Yep, he's running the white Texan livery this time for 13 cabs. And Nether's doing well. Like, you know, he doesn't really practice. He doesn't really get on his sim much, but he's not slow. He knows how to drive these things. So
yeah, he understands the physics of it all. So yeah.
He's already in the top 11, so he reckons that's safe. You don't have to pit. You can just go. We do allow to escape to pits in the series. So, but he might be just going. Oh, I'm happy with that. But I reckon I'll be in the top. What is it? Top 14, top 15. You have to be in.
Top 15, and all drivers have set a time now.
Yep.
Glenn's just been able to get his time on the board.
So Rudy's on the cusp, as in Cecil and Cracker at the moment. So they're all 3/10 between each other, really. Darrell's in the top 10 here. So you'll probably find, pretty much the majority of the Super 2 pretty confident of getting into the top 15. Or top 14, I should say. It's top 15. I keep getting confused.
I'd expect them to get there. It'd be pretty disappointing if they didn't. Might get the big D word after that if they don't.
Yeah. So it's good to have Peter Farrell back. He's been quite busy, I think. So it's been a while since we've had Peter Farrell racing. So welcome back, Peter. And Lachlan's currently 8 in the Optus car.
Just seen Higo wobble up to 3rd. Very well done for Higo.
Well, Higo's going to be fast. It's the racing we've got to worry about, because as we've seen in history, he gets angry. He heats his tires, and when he heats his tires, he spins. So he's he's just got to keep calm, and I reckon he'd be fast. So he's in the top 3 at the moment. So, and he's changing his tyres, ready to go out again. So he's coming down to the last 3 minutes. So it's probably a good, 2 or 3 laps for everyone. So let's see what we can find. So Damo's in the risk of getting kicked out. So he needs to find. What does he need to find?
About 8
minus, 8 tenths. So. Wells, he needs to be on the cusp as well. So they're all together here.
Yeah, that's not. It works if you can slipstream. It doesn't work if you're not teammates. Cracker's just moved to 13th, so I'd say he's pretty safe at the moment. Actually, 13th, 14th, 15th are all on basically the same time. There's a 10th in it.
So now, Roadies. Is it the bottom 4 that kicked out or the bottom 5?
Bottom 4.
Bottom 4. Alright, so Melody. That's a good time for Melody.
That is. She's taken another good 6 tenths out of the time, so well done for her.
She's been getting faster. I do notice that she does sort of get scared to accelerate on exit. So if she just, I reckon that's her biggest flaw. If she just puts on the accelerator a tiny bit earlier, exiting corners, I reckon that would improve her speed so much. But the fact that she's not last that's good. That's promising. That's good work.
Yeah, she's working a lot on her racing lines, and you can tell it looks like a racing car now, as opposed to previous years. But as you said, it's being a car behind is quite disconcerting when it doesn't accelerate like you think it's going to.
Oh, and and that's a big incident on pit road, and Hugo's
just missed it.
So they're all pushing at the end there. So it looks like
she might get one more lap out of it.
Oh, I doubt it. She's got to go right now. Is she leaving the pits though? No, she's not leaving the pits. So she's accepted her fate. Let's see who else. So Roadies.
Angus is dead.
Cracker's still holding on to 14th, as well as Roadie on to 15th.
Glenn said he's 1 time lap and he's sitting in the pits. Angus is going to try to get that 1 lap, but I don't think he'll make it. Damon's on, get 2 more laps out of it.
I don't think he's going to make this unless he knows how to jump the fence.
No, not happening. Melody's bailed out.
Damo's on a lap. Damo's 0.7 up on his personal best at the moment. So if he finishes this, he might jump up.
Kicking Roadie. Here we go. And he's nice and smooth. Here we go. Come on.
16th. Oh, bad luck. Good effort though. And nice save. That's probably the fastest way I've seen someone go around T1. Well done.
Well, it might not be a cut. He might still be in it.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we've still got time still going. So let's see what he's 0.7 now. He was curious though. He went, I'm going to keep going and have a look. I don't blame him. Cracker's up in his personal best at the moment, so might as well stick to him, I guess.
Well, Roadie's just pipped Cracker, so I think Cracker wanted to pip his teammate back there. Cecil's off the road, so he's out. Netherelmian is back in the pits. Kemp's back in the pits. Daryl's back in the pits. Steve Warwick is just crossing line for his final lap.
And Cracker might jump his teammate here.
Steve Warwick did not move up.
He might move to 14th. Which he has. Well done.
Oh, well done. Well done, Cracker.
Alright, so the eliminated drivers are Glenn Miles in 19th. Angus Will in 18th, Melody Smith in 17th, and Damo in 16th. So they're all Super 3 drivers. So the next session, it's basically everyone's got to try and get to the top 10 for the shootout. It's a shootout, isn't it? Or is it just a top 10 qualifying? Yeah,
it's 6 minutes, so it's 1 set of tyres, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's not really a shootout. I'm just gonna have a swig. Sorry if you can hear it.
So finishing order is Scott, Murrell, Angus, Damon, Mitchell, Nathan, Peter, Jacob, Darren, Steve, Daryl, Darren. How many D's do we need?
I'm just
Should
gonna.
have a limit on how many names start with D-A-R-R. Then it's Netherrealmian, Matt Cecil, Cracker, and Rhodey, with Damon, Melody, Angus, and Glenn being booted for this Q1.
I'm just going to double check to see if everything's all good in this stream, since I've never done this before, so give me a moment. Discord. I don't want to close my stream.
Coming through.
It's coming through? Alright. Oh, I've got Walshy in the chat. There you go. He's watching the stream.
Hey, Walshy.
Hello, Walshy. Open up live timing. Here we go. Alright, back to the stream. So,
We are in Q2 already.
So this is a battle to get into the top 10. Who's in the first of the gate this time? It's Angus Brown.
Even though they're in different teams, Angus Brown and Scott Morrell have been working quite closely together. And we saw that in Q1. They basically got the same time, I believe.
Now, if I was, I think that's Mitchell Stillhausen, I would not let him go in. If I was all the drivers in here, you'd go, no, look, and I think they're moving up. They're going, nope, we're not, because you want all the advantage. No, he's going to let him in. Oh.
Yeah. Well, you either end up with a damaged car or you let him in. So
you can't get. Oh, I can't remember what Scapey says. Yeah, it is a cool shot. So all stream out to the exit. I'll try other end cameras. Oh, look at all the detail. This is low 2016 graphics. You can see him in the distance, sort of. Oh, that's a great shot. That's the Windows. That's the Windows desktop. Anyway.
Someone found the original area that was.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Guys like Rainbow. No area is safe now. All right, so we've got Angus Brown, who's lucky man to go first.
You see, Murrell's pretty close to him, so might use him as a slipstream. So it's very powerful around this track, especially down the back.
I don't know if I don't know if I've set up the HUD right to show the splits. 18-2 in the first, and
yeah, I can see that.
Now Murrell's caught him, but he's had a bad exit. That's the thing. You can catch him, but when you don't want to meet him at the apex of the corner. So that's the downside of getting a close draft, which he's in now. It's a 35 on the second one. I don't know if that's good or not.
I think it's a bit cautious at the moment. He just wants to get a banker in.
Yep, just needs to get in the 10, so you don't need to light it up completely.
The high 51.7, that should be good.
That's a good banker lap, I reckon.
Murrell's pipped him 51.5, so the slipstream helped him. Mitchell's right on Angus's car.
Into the fence, where there used to be a bridge. So here we go. Lamar, Brown, Steele, Donald, Lachlan, Thrower, Warwick, Alfie, Brody, and Netherrealmian. So the Super 3, Brody, Netherrealmian, and is that the only Super 3s?
Brody's got a great time for 9th at the moment. I think that pipped his first Q1 time. People in danger: Daryl, Cracker, Nathan, Matt, and Darren Kent.
Cruise on this lap.
Angus has thrown it off the road. He'll be back in the pits. A little bit of improvement, one spot. Not enough to get him in the 10.
Busy little circuit where Scapey calls the bull ring, which he will call it about 80 times during the broadcast this week.
Darren has been able to get into the top 10 now, so that's pushed Rhodey out of the top 10.
Gotta get back up there, it's only 10 minutes. Yes, it's only 51 seconds a lap. You still got to do your out lap, and yeah, if you stuff it up, you got to do it all again. So I would imagine every car should be out there.
Yeah. So Cecil's just leaving the pits. He needs to get out there. Only 6 minutes to go. Kemp's on track at the moment. I don't think he's had any blues yet, so it's safe to go back and get fresh tyres as he jumps up to 12th. Still not going to get him into Q3 at this rate.
Got 2 Super 3s that are basically on the cusp at the moment, so that's a pretty good effort at the moment, so hopefully they keep pumping out the fast lap and stay up there.
Yep. Callaghan's just made it into the 10th, pushing Nether out.
He's flying Nether. Where's the taxi cab? Is he up there?
He's at the hairpin at the moment.
It's 0.91 up at the moment. Didn't have the best exit of the hairpin though, so it'll be interesting to see if he's held that margin coming to the split sector up around it. No, he's rolled out of it. So we'll probably have a go again. We might jump on the board. See if I can find it. There we go, roof cam. Let's try that. Let's see what Nether's got. See if he can.
Oh,
This
no,
is what he's got.
out.
He's going 40 kilometers per hour. Fair enough. He's doing the iRacing thing, we're coming in the pits, but you do allow the swap. So, who's going about to start a lap? Let's skip through.
Brody's about to start a lap.
Let's look at Brody. Alright, let's where's Brody? Where are we? Brody, there we go.
Oh, that's a
Bit bouncy, but
wide turn 1.
oh, wheels been out. He's going to be down, I'd say.
Weird turn 3 looks so easy, but it doesn't sit well with these cars. You're always squirreling.
Yeah, it's you can
around
only
quite a
really
bit.
take it flat on like your first couple of laps, basically. And then when you start getting a tiny bit of wear, it starts slowing.
Rotor takes the shallow entry and wide exit to the hairpin. It's not the line that I prefer, but it is a line. Down 4 tenths.
Let's see if Nether's back out yet. Okay, Nether's back out. I think this is a out lap. We have the yellow. Nice to go stopped. Let's see what because he's the one that's on the cusp at the moment. He's got to find 2 tenths basically, or a tenth and a half to get in. So he's just going to let the faster cars pass, and then we'll go on board. 'Cause he's only really got 2 laps to do it in now.
Might get 3. Might get 3. In 51 seconds.
Well, the tyres be optimal.
Yeah, true.
We do have tyre wear 62, so here we go. Nice smooth entrance, taking a lot of curve. Did have to recover under the bridge that's not there.
Had a bit of a short shift to second and third there. Nice lay on the brakes, but he's had someone cock it up in front of him. Good exit.
It's a bit now at the moment. We'll sit with him just so we get a couple of those right.
I've been noticing off the back of the back straight, he's been using second to pull the car up where it should really be staying in third.
Now, if he stays where he is, he'd get a good draft of
Yeah.
Callahan's paint up the car. So let's try one more lap and see if we'll stick with him. Needs to find a tenth and a half still. I mean, yeah. Oh, but he's not going to find it there. He's got to get round again.
So front straight's 5th, and then there's a little dip and then a hill, and he's not getting down the gears fast enough in the dip, so that's causing him to go a bit wider on turn 2.
We've still got still the Super 3, so we've got two Super 2s that are on the cusp of getting kicked out at the moment. We've got Cecil. Oops,
Oh, Kemp has gone to 10th.
Oh,
he is
nice.
kicked out.
There there we go. So as I was about to say, so well done. So now Netherham and now Cecil's. Cecil's the only Super 2 and he's got to get out fast. So we might stick with Cecil. He's got to make, he's got basically 1 lap to do this. He's got to get these tyres to temp soon. Basically in this out lap. He's going to have 1 shot. So everyone's going to basically have 1 shot now. It's the last chance for Cracker, Cecil, Brody, Nether, and Callahan. So Callahan's on the cusp to get kicked out as well.
Yeah, and he's dawdling around this lap, so he's only going to have 1 more shot after this.
Yeah, everyone, it's a minute now, so.
Yep.
So he's ahead of Cecil on track as well, so.
Cecil might use that.
Yep. We'll go with the burger cam that's actually in the burger cam. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, peeking it there. Now there's a yellow, hopefully it doesn't distract him. He's a bit wide on T1. Let's see what he's got.
Callaghan.
Ooh, he is up 2 tenths. He is
time.
up 2 tenths here. So he needs to have a good exit here, which he has. He's a lot closer to Daryl than he was on the... And Daryl's letting him by, so Daryl's given up. Which is a shame, because I think Cecil said no, he should have kept going. I was enjoying that stream.
Yeah.
But he would have still... I reckon he still would have got a little bonus out of
2 tenths, so we're looking at maybe 12. If he can hold this.
Fading wide, he's kept his foot in it. Oh, he's lost it. He didn't want to lift. He wanted to keep his foot in it.
And he's frustrated with himself.
Yeah, and he's gone and got piloted into the Apex Hunter barrier there.
So, a bit of a surprise. We've got Daryl, Netherelmian, Rhodey, Cecil, and Cracker being booted in Q2.
Alright, so Q3 is not a shootout, it's a 6-minute sort of dash for cash start qualifying. So it's sort of like a fast 10 maybe, if you think of IndyCar. Yep. For 6 minutes.
Well, note that I believe Murrell's gotten his fastest time he's ever gotten, so well done for Murrell.
Oh, that is a good time.
51-1.
Yeah. I think did he lead Q1 as well, I believe?
Yes, he did. He was about 2 tenths slower though.
So his new computer's obviously doing well, and got a new computer in the mail, so...
Yeah, they bolted onto the Kangaroo and it jumped up there and took about 2 weeks.
Oh, it's good to see though. He misses chances to races unfortunately because he's a fire marshal for actual real NASCAR rounds. I think he goes to Darwin and he goes to another track. Does he go to Perth? I don't know. I can't remember. I know he goes to Darwin, but he's not there this
karting
year.
Stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he has done.
But like,
yeah,
there's also genuine fire stuff up
yes.
there. He does as well.
Yes, he's actually a fireman, I believe, as well as a fire marshal and a race marshal. All right, so this is actual qualifying, 6 minutes long. Who's out the gate?
These guys must be knackered trying to get fast times out of themselves all the time. Murrell's at the head of the queue, with Angus right behind him.
It's a sea of Mustangs.
And here you go, Bulging in again. Pulling the Russell.
Looks like Alfie's going to be nice and let him in. Which is fair enough, I guess. I wouldn't let him in though. So, 10 cars, 6 minutes. So that's roughly 4 laps, I reckon. 4 to 5 if you push it, I guess.
Yeah, 5. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Do you reckon just do it in one run, or do you come in and try for a second run?
I think, yeah, get that feeling on the start of the third lap if you're not feeling it. Then
I suppose, yeah.
dive straight in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, the tyres are good for 10 lap of just hot lapping, so, yeah.
Go to the fastest guy again. If I can. Why am I going down? There we go. Go to nose cam. See if we can.
CUNT car? Otherwise the CRE DevOps car.
Yes. This is, I believe, your old chassis, is that correct?
Yes. Promised Marl that he would get my old chassis, and Marl is the only one that's ever driven in my cars before, so.
That's a decent looking first two corners.
The squirrely out of one, but alright. Not well late at the hairpin. Oh, he's been able to pull it up too.
It's an interesting V, but first second.
17.8.
Is that good? What is that?
Oh, the is good.
Is that when you're braking? That sector line? No, it's the exit. What am I talking about? It's the exit. Don't worry.
No, it is. It's before the corner.
51-1. That is
fastest time again.
That is a great way to start your stuff. So we're on board for that. That's good work.
And Angus is nowhere near it. Same with Higo.
Oh, we've had one go off in the motorbike track.
All guys have set a time now.
Yeah.
Mitchell Steele Allison, or what do I like him? Superman. That's what I like calling him. He's cocked up his first flying lap, so he's sitting at 10th. Throw's doing well.
He is. I'll find Mitchell Steele. Mitchell Steele Allison. I'll send you support. I'll jump and sit on and watch him do that. See if we can
Two up, so he's hasn't cocked it up this time.
And I'll put him mid-pack, mid-round 5th. Second, what am I talking about?
Second, well done.
That is a good lap. Front row at the moment. But yeah.
We had a practice race last night. Noah Tara and I harassed Mitchell Steele for the whole race. He's got very good race pace, not so. His qualifying pace is a bit down, but his race pace is very high. So
well, he's on the front row.
No matter where he qualifies.
Yeah.
He's bailed out of it. He's gonna put some fresh boots on, and off he goes.
He goes, remain fast.
He goes. Oh, no.
That's he goes. What you ought to not do that in the race. So. But he's in third, so he's second row at the moment. Coming down to the last 2 laps, basically. Angus has picked him. Sorry, by 0.025 seconds. So nice one, Angus.
3.5 B's deep in that.
You want to be on the inside line for T1, so that's an important 0.25. He's sort of gone a bit wide there though. So who's looking to improve? Oops, I've gone that way. Field's still going. He's going to have a good giraffe, but he's down. So. Oh, Angus is up 1/10. Is that going to improve his time?
Would move him into second if he can make it. Looks like
Murrell
might have been giving him a slipstream, maybe.
Let's have a look. Does he? No.
Oh, yeah, it did distract him.
That's a shame. He was doing well then, and he's now. He should probably just keep going. I wouldn't. I would have kept going.
Oh, he has to be quick.
Yeah.
Murrell's gone back to the pits too. I don't know if he'll even. No, he's going again.
They might just make it. You won't be able to warm your tyres or anything like that. Warwick looks like he's giving up the ghost, but he doesn't want to go in the pits, I'd imagine. So he's waiting for everyone to go. So he's got. I can't bail the pits. I might as well just stay here.
Yeah.
So he's be trundling down the pit lane. He'll make it. He can do 1 lap. So at the moment we've got Murrell, Steele, Donald, Brown. Oh, here goes. Was 4th. It's now 6th. Warwick, Thrower, Palfrey, and Kemp.
Yeah, so Kemp's on his last run now. He's gone wide turn 1, but he's still.
really dominant in was it Taupo? I think he was kicking ass over in Sydney or Taupo. So, can he make it round?
Sydney.
He's got 7 seconds to do one more lap. He's gonna make it. So,
3, 2, 1.
He's made it. He's made it. So is he giving up or is he still going? He's still going. Let's see if he can improve. I'm sure he wants to get off the 5th row.
M's back to pits. Warwick's back to pits. He goes back to pits.
Oh, he's close. That's a bad exit. Yeah. That's gonna hurt him. You don't want a wide exit coming out of the hairpin. You want to.
The wide exit only works if you're wide at the start.
Yeah.
If you're shallow at the start and wide exit, you lose all your pace.
More of an he's lost. That affected his whole second sector there, because you don't want to be understeering coming out of that corner. So
Aaron Laughlin's found some time. He's up to 3rd. Very well
missed
done.
That. Well done, Laughlin. So I think that's everyone. Is anyone else on the lap? I think
that's everyone.
It. So Murrell's dominated qualifying. Go to Murrell.
Yep, bragging rights. He's got the fastest time.
He did that on his first lap out, and
yeah.
And I've lost all the data, so that's fun. So I've gone to warm up now. So
they'll set the grid for us.
I imagine there'll be guys still wanting to change their fuel, and I always find it's good to do a couple of laps in warm up just to see what the car's like with full fuel rather than no fuel, because it does make a difference.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be wise.
As you've noticed with my setups, it's a race setup, not a qualifying setup.
Yes,
Cars are awful.
So car's trundling out to. Oops. Press my stream. Stream still going. Yep.
Might also get some practice starts from people as well.
It's a pretty good livery. I don't mind that. Nice throwback mixture there on a Nissan. I've come a couple of
Datsun.
on a Datto yet. He's done an alpha map as well, which is good to see.
Shout out to Cam Rutledge watching the stream at the moment.
Oh yes, I can see Chad in this program. Hey Walshy, hey Cam. Cam's going to be sporting a new livery for this round for Supercars next Friday. It's for the charity Do It for Dolly Day.
Yeah, I must
to
say
raise
that
awareness for online bullying. So good on him.
That livery has polished up a lot better than his normal yearly livery. So I've encouraged him to keep using it.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. I was trying something with his yearly livery, and I couldn't get it to work. And I just ended up doing that in the last minute because I didn't want to miss a deadline. So I should really improve it, but yeah.
Getting word from the pits that Murrell is quite chuffed with himself. So well done to Murrell.
Well, it's only qualifying. I've had many shit qualifyings and completely turned around the race, and I'm sure I've done the opposite as well. I'm pretty sure last round in Taupo I got bullied out of first place in the first lap down to 8th. I just couldn't get the line. I gave Rossi the line, and then everyone else took it. So I was too courteous, I believe.
Yeah, problem with Taupo being so narrow. Once you let one person go, you're pretty fucked.
I was like
Technical term.
Oh, and he's bended. What else is on the track? Yep, so Scott Miles doing some practice line. That's Mitchell Allison, which is good to see. So it'll be a bit fatter, a bit heavier, and a bit harder to brake. So he's got to make sure that he's aware of that in the first couple of laps, because all that fast qualifying goes to mute if you fuck it up going off the racetrack in the first lap. And do not practice starts. Oh, there's no one coming around practice starts, stick it to off the racing line guy. So I don't know what the racing line is there, to be honest. Probably P2, I guess. Yeah, you don't want to fully block the track during warm-up because someone can fly around the track practicing laps and nail into the back end.
One thing I'm worried about is the hairpin lap 1. You have to brake probably 40 metres earlier than you normally would in the race because everything's cold.
Ask Thomas Randall, he did that in real life. He was on pole, and I'm pretty sure like it isn't, it hasn't been labelled, but I guarantee you there was a handshake agreement in their pits. Whoever was in the front gets pit priority, and he wanted it, and then he lost it on the first lap. So yeah, so it happens in real life and in sim. So yeah, you want to take it easy on that hairpin because you don't want to brake. You want to brake a lot earlier than you've been used to with warm tyres on a qualifying setup.
And that gravel's pretty awful once you're in it.
Oh, what is the gravel like here? Is this the Gear 1 slow gravel?
Doesn't need to be slow, but to rotate the car in it, you have to be slow. If you've got any sort of speed in it, the car just doesn't rotate. You can't flick spin it.
We do have varying sand sort of textures or materials in this game that developers or track designers have used, and I know the bend is basically quicksand.
Yeah, I think Rossi found this, it was the quicksand, and we first implemented that for Phillip Island, and everyone bloody well noticed that pretty quickly.
We do allow the drive. We do want the drivers to get out of the sand. We don't want to get them trapped in there. We have that power in the simulator. We might as well use it. We have the damage set to about 60% in the dev series. I think it is. Is it, or is it high?
30% dev in the main game.
So yeah, there is a little imaginary shield, so to say, around the cars that so you can whack the wall a bit harder without completely bending your car in real life. So warm-up's just coming to an end now, and we should be rolling over to race pretty soon. I hope the bootleg stream's going well, whoever's watching this. I don't know if this... I think I'm a bit echoey at the moment because I got a Kmart mic, and I think it's echoing the entire room.
One of those ones they prioritised RBG over mic quality.
Well, last time I used my headphones, it sounded like I had a list, and and I don't like that. I don't like sounding like I've got a list. I hope I don't have an actual list that I wasn't aware about.
Is it because it's a word you don't like? You can't say because you have a lisp.
I don't know. So we should.
I think that qualifying was pretty cool.
That was good, yeah. I think that worked well because the supercars are going to be doing the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah. Potentially recommend not having so much time in Q1 and 2.
You reckon drop it to 8 minutes or something?
Just one lap dash for everyone. 5 minutes for the whole thing.
What was that cool pit camera? Can't that find it? Nope. Alright.
So Cameron says your sound is fine.
Oh, that's good.
Well, she believes he would have made Q2.
Yeah. He's won our Super 3 round here. Alright, as they head out, I will go through the field because it's a short tracks, and I will need to burp, which is great. So three poles leading the 3 qualifying sessions. Scott Mile on P1, followed by Mitchell Steele Allison on the front row. Darren Loughlin in third, with Angus Brown on the second row. Dame McDonald in fifth. Higginson in sixth for the third row. Got Steve and Warwick Peter Thrower, Jacob Palfrey, and Darren Kemp rounding up the top 10. He just missed out. Guys just missed out with Daryl Callahan, Netherrealmian. So he's leading Super 3 at the moment, followed by just behind Rhodey. Matt Cecil, he probably doesn't like being right behind Super 3s at the moment, as he won Super 3 last year, so I believe, so that's why he got promoted. So he's going to probably try and get some moves done. Cracker, Super 3. Damo, so these are all Super 3 guys now. Damo and the Dado, and the teammate Melody Smith and the other Dado. Angus Wells in 18th, and Glenn Miles finishing off in 19th.
Shout out to Tim Redman. He's watching from NZ at the moment. Or as I like to say, our free-range Australian friends.
Hopefully he can build a tin shed or something so he can get back to sim racing. He's unfortunately had to put his sim in the in storage because he's got a family, which is, unfortunate. Which is unfortunate.
Gross.
But no, it'd be good to see him back, and he's a fast driver. Anyway, they're lining up now.
Oh, they're screaming.
So you can get to T1. You definitely want. Mitchell's going to try and get the advantage.
All that heat is gone. People are wobbling around, can't find their pit spot.
I don't know if my lights are going to come up on the HUD. No.
There we go.
Here we go. Race 1, 38 laps.
Go.
And drive-through penalty for Angus Wells. He's not going to like that.
Might be cleared, not sure.
And Mitchell still Allison. Yes. Oh, he's got him.
Yep, got him. Front to a runaway.
Thundering through. Whoa, and we've got it. That's Kemp. Kemp is around.
That's got to be a safety car.
I don't know if I'll see it in my. Now I do have replay technology. If I press R, no, it's not working.
It's only the one car, so it might not be.
I don't know why my replay isn't working. I did turn on replays and I pressed R. But anyway, well, back to the lead of the race. Sorry about that. So Mitchell Steele Allison
has
taken it,
running away. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like in race last night, he was very competitive. Noah and I weren't exactly holding back on him, so and it was hard to keep up. So yeah, he's got a lot of pace in race.
Scott, Darren, Donald, Higo, Warwick, Rob, Alfred, Callahan, making the top 10.
Gonna watch Higo into the hairpin at the moment. Nice little gaggle.
So that's
better side divide.
Down to the inside line, but that's going to compromise his exit. So Higo's going to be right up his chuff here and try and get him on the inside of turn 67 or the outside. He's going to try and do it here. He's going to have to go for an over and under here though, unless he gets his car in front.
It's good racing so far, and he's backed out of it.
Yeah, what did you get?
He's put the nose up.
Now, he doesn't have to go so aggressive. It's a 38 lap race. So if he knows a place where he's faster, set it up. Don't try and. I know if you think you're faster, try and set it up. You don't have to try and pass him every single corner of the race. Because you'll end up trying to pass him where you don't need to pass him. But he's going for it now. He wants to get it done. See, that's a good pass. That is a good pass.
That Monster Mustang, yeah, just going to get the slipstream back. So, if I was Higo, drive down the middle of the road. Make it difficult.
He has.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Middle
of the road gives the other driver enough space on each side, but it's an uncomfortable enough space on each side.
It's around 51.6 to make the fastest lap so far.
And Murrell is right on the back of Steele right now.
He is too. So he's going to try and set it up, get a better exit out of the hairpin, I'd say. He's going to go really wide here, get a big run up.
Yeah, that worked. That worked.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to be close enough this lap, but he's going to gain. And there's already a lap car ahead of them. So I think Angus Wells obviously had an off. I don't know if he was affected by the Kemp car. And then Scott's got him, actually. Oh, wow. That was quick.
But there's a switchback. Very well done by Steele.
I missed that. I didn't realise he was going to get him. He must have got a hell of a slipstream in a run. So I think he's just going to... Yep.
Steele and Mitchell are both really strong into that corner. So either one of them gets the inside line, they're going to be able to take it.
Starting to spread out already now. And Mitchell Still Ellison's had issues trying to go around the lap car, but just cut back to it, and that has really hurt him.
Something's happened to Angus as well.
I think. Where is Angus? Oh, okay.
Off for the end, and
is this going to be a safety car? Is this going to be a safety car? Was there 2 cars stopped? No.
They both got back.
I don't know why my replay isn't working. It was working when I tested it, and it's really annoying. So I'll have to figure out that. But sorry.
Yeah, the Railman all by himself, up to 10th. What 2 spots gained? Very well done. Just keep it nice and clean. He's got Kemp behind him.
So unfortunately, I can't bring up a replay because there's still shuffling past me this one's now. But I think Angus and Dame McDonald. So I think Angus Wells has sort of become like this little variable in the race. His drivers weren't probably expecting so early, and I think they just caught him in the hairpin. And like he can't disappear. Like I think he just held his line and said, "All right, go around the outside of me." But so Damon's down to 6. Angus is dropped all the way down to 12.
Hey, Warwick up to 4th. He's soldiering.
Yeah, so he's gone right. I'll get past all that bullshit and tower up. So that now. So Scott Murrell has got exactly 1 second lead coming down the front straight. Mitchell Steele Allison, which will be quite annoyed because he was leading.
And 1 second's good. It means you're out of the slipstream. Both will be out of slipstream range, so it is basically on the driver. From now to either close the gap or increase the gap. Hugo's got some clean air, really good to see.
Yep, so
He just needs to not look into his mirrors.
Yep, just keep it smooth, Hugo. Because that's the thing, when he's like this, he's fast. When he's not worried, when he's not angry, he's fast. So he just needs to...
David's got some pace.
Oh yeah, he's won an endurance round back in the day. He was the fastest man at Phillip Island out of everyone. So if he keeps his calm, and he's had a bit of a lack of practice, but other than that, if he just keeps his calm, he can get podiums. But he needs to. He can't think about the position now. He has to think about the end of the race. So hold your position, take it easy, and don't light up your tyres.
We were talking about it's all up to the drivers for P1. They've closed right up again.
Oh, have they? All right. So Steele Ellison's definitely got the race pace at the moment as Melody gets out of the way. That's very nice of her. Doesn't want to be to the Angus Wells and meet him at the wrong spot. So how's Mitchell going to attack him? Is he going to do what Scott did to him? He's had a brilliant run out. Wow.
Well done.
Look at that. 3 exit. And we've got a yellow, and that's Damo in the ball. Hopefully he can get out in front of everyone. He's done it right in front of the leaders, so again, if I go back to Mitch Still Ellison, hopefully that hasn't balked
the other way.
It may have balked Scott a little, but I think he'd be... So that was a hell of a pass out of basically the second corner. He's kept his foot on it and gone right around the outside. So now Mitchell Still Ellison's leading by half a second. So keep an eye on that. If that can change. He goes to the third. Warwick's in fourth still. Melody's staying out of the way again. So she doesn't have to do it that extreme, but if she feels like she's going that slow, I guess that's something. But she does have a right to be on the racetrack, as everyone else. So.
Yes, 100%.
Just a little gaggle of Mustangs here. McDonald hasn't. He was up front before that shenanigans happened, and hasn't been able to really make much space, I guess. So everyone's been staying on the road, keeping their pace. But Warwick's kept a good distance from him, so the ZBs fighting back against all these hordes of Mustangs. Here go Deals. Oh, here go, take it easy. He's probably a bit frustrated. Might have gotten walked into the last corner there, but...
Well, he's making ground on Steve now. Steve was closing in on him, 3 laps ago, and now he's made a significant amount of ground on him, so... yeah, he goes all by himself, just needs to focus now.
Yeah. Which is good. Being third, having nothing around it, as Damon's trying to get a run around the outside. Oh, there might have been a bit of contact there. I don't know if there was a bump and run in that. If you side to side though, so it wasn't... I think it might have just been a racing incident basically. Or Warwick could have just locked up, I don't know. I don't have smoke on, this is boo settings.
Well, Steve is a bit of a bump magnet.
Yes. He does unfortunately get hit when he's going well, or even I've hit him unfortunately. I've locked up into Taupo last year and went straight into the back of him. So. He's doing alright, hopefully that doesn't happen to him this race. Peter throws up one spot, so he's had a good return. Having no practice and just jumping on, doesn't even know when he has to pit. So I think the pit window is going to be, we reckon, around lap 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, so the tyres will last from here onwards, but you probably at least want to get to 16 onwards.
So basically, if there's any safety car from now before that window, I'd say drivers should all, the pits will be absolute mayhem. Everyone should jump in. It'll be interesting to see how that works with double stacking. It's quite a narrow pit lane here. No, not actually. No, it isn't. Really, it's quite wide. I'm sorry, there's.
Ricky Pit is actually entering the pits. You can't see the slowdown line, and there's no cones to tell you where it's coming up.
Yeah, it's basically as soon as you get off the track, you got to slam your brakes. As soon as you cross the line.
And the person behind you doesn't know about it, it could be an issue.
Yes, I've had that happen to me. Someone whacked up the back of me in pit lane. I get the speeding penalty.
Good way to get competition out of the way, though.
So Scott Mile has caught back up to Mitchell Steele Allison, and there is lap traffic again. And there is a yellow who's off the front.
Oh, this is the best run that Merrill's had.
He's gotten past all the Super 3's back markers. He's right up the back here, and he's going to hit a good line. Oh, there's a bit of wheel slide from Mitchell Steele Allison there.
And yep, reeling him in. I think he's going to run out of space.
Dive. No, but he's going to make some space.
Some good fair racing. Good to see.
Tiny bit on the dirt, but so they're 14 laps in on double wear on soft, so about a second down on their qualifying times now. Actually, I can tell what their life is. Oh yeah, his tyres are definitely hurting. Down to 40% on the rear right.
One of those fronts are pretty hard too.
Well, you do. You got the heavy braking.
Go. Power down.
Yeah, your fronts would definitely feel it here because you have two big heavy braking zones, especially if they're heavy. He hasn't been able to make. I might stick with him here. He hasn't been able to make. He catches him here, but I think he loses him in the first sector. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Flashing him. Oh, he's going for pits. That was an accidental flash of headlights. He was trying to press his pit, so... Oh, but he's going to try and undercut him, I reckon. This should be interesting. So he wants to try and get as close as he can. Got a yellow.
Undercut will be interesting, as long as you don't get traffic.
Yes, that'll be interesting. You do not want any yellow. You don't want the safety car. You want a lap. So let's see if he's going to duck into the pit lane, because I think he's going to be the first in. Pit lane camera, unfortunately. So he's called for pits, but I don't know if he's ready to jump in yet, or he's going to stay out for a couple of laps. No, here he comes.
He's in.
Right, gets it slow. He does. So let's just see how much. It's basically see how far he tumbles down. Because will he get lapped?
No, he should be fine as long as he called the pits, which he did, and there's no damage.
Fortunately,
so he'll be coming out just as Mitchell Steele passes the sector 3 marker, or sector 2 marker.
It's coming out now. I'm just going to hold
Like a pretty good stop.
Excuse the high sensitivity mouse. There's Mitchell Steele. Is he going to pit? And he's pitting.
Yep.
Alright, so we might stay on Scott. So he's come out in 12. Let's see where he is at the end of this lap and if he's 11th. Or he holds on, Mitchell Steele gets out in front of him.
Remember, viewers, there was about 3/10 between these two when they separated.
Oh, good eyes. I missed that.
There's a very awkward pit exit too.
Yes, drivers have to actually sort of give way. They can't fully go to the right side to get the best exit, so you have to sort of give way. So here's Scott.
Mitchell's moving. No. There it is. Mitchell's just exiting the pits now.
Yep, and Scott's got him.
Well done. And that's a big god as well.
That's he might have repaired damage in the pits, possibly. Because he didn't seem to have a bad in-lap.
Maybe less fuel, but no.
Fuel should be covering tyres, so yeah. I think he may have missed. He may not have called for pits. You can't just, because in this game you have to actually warn your pit crew that you're coming in. If you come in without telling them, it can cost you up to 3 to 4 seconds. So, but I don't know if he's done that. I think he may have repaired damage, and that may have just cost him a couple of extra seconds. So now we've got Higo in the lead basically, as we've got Callahan and
really important for Murrell at the moment is to manage those tyres, because we saw they were pretty low at the end of that stint, and that was 16 laps, and this new set need to last 22.
Damon's using the pits now, clear air, which is going to be good. That's what you want when you want fresh tyres.
Oh yeah.
Clear air. So he might make some ground here if people ahead of him haven't pitted. So at the moment, people who haven't used the pits there, we've got Lachlan in the pits, Darwin's yet to pit, Rose yet to pit, and Higo's yet to pit. So might stay with the lead.
Higo's made a ton of time on Steve. Well, it's 8 seconds now. He's been absolutely walking away from everyone.
He's taking it along, so it's going to help him out in the end of it. I'll have to see what his lap time is at the end of this lap. But if he can keep a good pace up, he's a bit wobbly. Is he coming in? No, he's coming in.
He's coming in. Oh!
Get it stopped. He has.
Made it. Yeah, you did.
So Higo's now in.
There's Melody behind him.
So Warwick is still yet to pit, so he's going to take the lead here. And Peter Thrower's yet to pit, so he's in second. And Alfie's yet to pit. So I think they're the front runners that are yet to pit. So stick with Steve. This isn't any traffic at the moment. So he might want to pit or avoid all this.
Murrell, the effective race leader's just passing Hugo now.
There's a lot of cars here. Yeah, Nether hasn't pitted. It's going to be interesting. So Warwick's getting around him. I reckon he should pit because that's going to probably hurt him. Getting caught like that. So who's he in? He's coming in. He's going to stay in the lead. He's going to pit. He's pitting
yes,
and long withdrawal.
Interesting to see if they can flip themselves in the pit.
Nope, I've lost the camera. There it is. That's the camera.
Palfrey stayed out.
Alfred stayed out. Like it's costing him now, but he's going to have the best tyres at the end, and that may play an advantage, or it may not. We don't know. If it stays green, it'll probably balance everything out. There goes McDonald. So it looks like Palfrey is the last one to hit.
Thrower got Steve in the pit zone.
Yeah, Warwick was in the pits, yeah.
Yeah, but Thrower overtook him.
Yeah, I think
In the pits.
Oh, he may have had damage. Oh, that might be. I think Palfrey might get pinged for that. He's going way too fast. Yeah,
Yeah, looked fast.
I reckon he was going about 60, 70 k's. He's going to get pinged here. I guarantee it. And he's the last of the pit. So Scott Murrell's he's getting attacked by got the headlights on saying lap cars get out of my way. So Mitchell Steele Allison on him now. He's seen Wells. He got balked by Wells last time, so he's put the headlights on. I think Wells should just get out of the way at the back straight. Don't slow down here. Do not slow down there. And he has. And there's a pit lane. Yeah, that was a bit silly from Wells. He was slowing down the inside. You should have just taken the normal
back straight.
Yeah, you got this long black straight to go safely, and now again it's balked Murrell, and that's going to cost him the lead. But he's right there, so just keep your calm. He's going to be pissed off. I know he's going to be swearing, but he's still in a good position, and he still can win this race. He's just got 14 laps to go. Just
He's got to keep on it, but he also has to manage those tyres.
Exactly. That was going to be
got slightly better tyres.
Exactly. My next statement. So he doesn't need to throw it in.
Oh.
Yeah, he just got to.
That's a good line. Good line. Good. Bow down.
I think he's just got to just keep it calm. Just get your head together, because you'll be still angry.
Oh yeah.
So with that, Higo's still third. So he's obtained third. Darren, he's had a great run through the pits. He's moved up to fourth out of all the pits now. I think he jumped about 2 spots. Darryl Loughlin's having a battle with Peter Thrower. So I think Thrower. Oh, that's a bang man. What was that? I think it was Melody Smith. So Palfrey's going to get pinged. So he's going to drop out of the top 10. He's probably going to drop down to. Drive through here is going to be quite costly. Probably come out around 15th possibly.
Yeah, put your lap down.
So we're back to the leader. Damo's got a drive-through penalty, so I imagine that's speeding in the pits. Yeah, speeded in the pits. And Melody's off at T. Oh, she's had a wobble. She's struggling. She had a good qualifier on, but she's just struggling, especially in the last sector. So.
The moment you get blue flags really hard around here because it's such a short track, everyone's spread out, you're pretty much constantly getting blue flags once you get the first
she's
one.
probably over-driving. She's probably overdoing looking in the mirrors. Like, she's got to realise, yes, she's not as fast as these guys, but, she's allowed to drive as fast as she wants, and she can, basically, you're just trying to get to the straights and just sort of roll off and let them pass in the straights. So, if they catch up to you in the corners and you're trying to go your fastest, that's tough shit to the guys behind you, basically, because know,
This is going to be interesting. So Palfrey's got 5-lap younger tyres, but is being hounded by the leaders. He probably won't want to go a lap down, but he might have to.
So he's done his drive-through, has he? Yes. So he has come out 30. Yeah. Yes, he's going to be getting blue flag notices constantly. But I think he's going to have to go a lap down here. Like we do have Lucky Dog in the series, so he'd be the first one, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. He's letting him go.
Yeah, that's smart to do because you don't want to be the guy who gets in the way. So, but I believe it is random though. If it's a short yellow, there might not be a Lucky Dog. If it's around 4 laps, he can get a Lucky Dog. So he may be able to get his lap back if there is a yellow, but that's how it is. So with 11 laps to go, it's still these two. Hugo's still in 3rd, Damon's in 4th, Lachlan's in 5th, Peter Throw's still behind him in 6th. Warwick did lose time with all those the pits and all the traffic, unfortunately. Angus Brown, who
just got past Brody.
Now the Roman doing well in the top 10, Super 3. He's been constantly doing that. And we've got Melody in the wall, unfortunately. Kemp makes a dive on Rody as he battles the Super 3, but Rody's going to have a crack at him again. He's right up his bumper here, but where's he going to go?
Kemp is going to park it down the middle of the road, which he should.
Yes, Kemp is not one to give way. Oh, that's.
And Rody's off, and that.
Kemp did everything right there. Yep. Oh, he's going to spin it in front of traffic. Ooh. I was worried he's going to spin it right in front of the leaders there, which he did, but luckily nothing happened. So we'll have to stick with this leading battle, I reckon.
Hiko's found a nice little spot by himself. He's got 8 seconds to the guys in front and 6 seconds to the guys behind him. So well done for Hiko.
That's good. Good podium if he keeps it there. So we'll stick with these two for the last 10 laps. So it's definitely going to heat up. I reckon Mara will catch him. And there will be lap traffic again. It's he might have braked a bit later. That may have cost him a bit there. He did brake a little later, trying to make as much space to steal Allison, but in the end that cost him down to 8 tenths. They are coming up to lap traffic though, and as we've seen, it has affected their positions. So they're coming up on Kemp and Melody, I believe. Those lights are coming, leaders coming. Has been a safety car. I thought there was a high chance of a possible safety car with people getting walked here, but that early accident didn't happen.
We got one safety car second race of our last main game here.
So that's just the hairpin on the top. It's been gaggled up in the hairpin. So Kemp might have to roll out at the main. Oh, he's met him at a bad spot. Let him have it, Kemp. Yep, let him have it. Yep. And probably.
That's balked. Marl again.
Yep. Oh, and Marl's. Oh.
That's probably P1 going for him, unfortunately. He'd be filthy.
Yeah.
Lap traffic again.
You just gotta. He's still in his way. He hasn't rolled out of it. Like you've got to be more aware of. You do have a track map. You do know. You do can tell who's on the lead. You don't want to get in the way of a lead battle. Just and how far back is? He's a lap down.
Orange Mustangs.
He's a lap down, and he's not in a battle. So he didn't need to do that. And now he's getting blocked by Melody. This is just, this is he's not gonna be happy about the lap traffic.
No, he's lost 2.5 seconds there.
He's lost.
Yeah, he'd be pretty filthy.
3 seconds.
Not making that up.
He has lost 3 seconds, while Mitchell Steele Allison's just being sort of given way by all of them.
People are just opening the door for him. Welcome through, and then slamming the door straight after he goes through.
I mean, there's some of that was bad luck in positioning, but some of that could have been avoided by being aware of, like, you know, if you're not in a battle for position, just roll out of the straight and let him pass. He could, and I reckon Kemp could have done that probably twice. He could have done that before the last corner, and definitely at the end of this straight. So that's a shame, because it was a good battle. So I don't know who the closest battle is at the moment, because they're all sort of spaced out after the pits.
So it'd be Nether and Darwin.
It's a good run by Nether. FGX still kicking ass.
FGX looks like it's squatting too much.
Humphrey's made it back up to 11th after his penalty, so it's not bad. Would have definitely hurt him. So Kemp might have tried to catch him, but still, did affect the race. Oh, here we go.
Now.
Oh, and he's hit him. Has he spinned him? No, he hasn't spun him though.
No, well done.
A bit late on the brakes there, but he obviously must have had a great run through the first couple of quarters to be right up his, because he was about a second behind him the lap before, so he made up a heap of time. So there might have been a bit of a mistake by Callahan. So Nether's not giving up. I think his best position is 10th or 9th, so he might be trying to get his best. I don't know if his 10th is his best. He may have gotten a 9th before, but he definitely wants the 9th, which is good to see. It's not laying down.
Very strong around the first complex of corners.
Everyone's all spaced out after that. Scott hasn't made any rounds on Mitchell. He's got more lap traffic. I think he's passed Angus Wells about 4 or 5 times. 4 times, yeah.
Yeah, 4 times.
So
I might have been more than that, given the pit stops.
So it is a shame that he was leading the race, and lap cars have affected him, but to be fair, Mitchell Steele Allison has been, he's obviously he's read the traffic a lot better. Because there was moments where they did both of them got balked, and Mitchell Steele Allison just came out on top. And he's got a 3.5 second advantage over him now. Oh, and Wells is off again. Wells is struggling here. And so is Cracker. Cracker's it was Miles. Then Miles is DNF'd. So they've probably had an incident together. The Datsuns are struggling here, except for Damo. Damo's doing alright. But we did have a drive through battle there, right? So all the Datsuns have been struggling. There's Melody. He's going to lose a spot here. Oh no, she's getting that. I think Nether's the closest battle we've got here. Down to the final 3 laps. Real drastic strategies, just a simple couple of laps undercut, and everyone's got a bit in the middle of the race. I suppose when you've only got one tyre combo to choose from, that does drop your strategies down.
Mitchell Steele heading onto the penultimate lap.
Jump there, leader. White flag for Mitchell Allison, but he's still got a couple more trophies. This is the battle for 9th and 10th that he's caught up to.
Good drive from Mitchell, able to read the traffic, and yeah, just being able to keep that rapid pace of the whole race.
I might, after this race, I think because my game crashed joining the server, it might have turned off the replay option. So I'll try and turn that on, turn it back on, so we can get the replays up on. Here he comes for his. This is how many wins has he had in the series? I can't even remember now, but
About 2 or 3, I think.
well, there he is. P1 for Mitchell Steele-Elson as he crosses the line. And Scott Morrill, well, it's still a good race. Still a good position, second position. But he's not going to...
Well, this is Murrell's first race in Dev this year, so coming second pretty bloody good.
I reckon he was on for... I reckon he thought he was on for a win because he dominated qualifying, he was winning, and yeah, someone just got in the way. Nice work. He's going to do some doughies. Doughies with no smoke. That's the bootleg technology for you. No dirt, no smoke. Just pure real smoke.
That's actually Mitchell's first win this year. Sorry, he's only had one other race this year. And that was at Surfers, so yeah. Well done to Mitchell.
Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have that technology to go to break or anything, so... I'm just gonna have to keep talking. So I might put the just turn on tab. I can't get the mouse. I've got to exit the screen. Alright. So I'll just put the track info back up while I try and fix the replay. Let's see if that's turned back on. No, record replays is on and 20 seconds. So I don't know why that isn't working. I'm pretty sure replay button is R. Give me 1 moment, people. Oh, there's so many bloody binds in this game. Still scrolling. Camera change. Play next song. There's an MP3 player in this game. Alright, I have to go through this slowly. I'll see if I can find the letter. Instant replay, R key. Yeah, it is bound. I don't know why it's not working. Oh well. Apologies, we don't have replay technology, it appears.
I think Pelfrey's missing the second race, unfortunately.
Oh, is he? Is there a reason? Do we know? Or
No, just apology. Won't be able to make second race, and good luck to everyone.
Alright, that's one drink down. Should I go for a apple cider or a alcoholic ginger beer? What do you reckon?
I think you're too young for a ginger beer. So.
Fuck it, ginger beer. Sound check. And the server has closed, so I will keep this screen up. Is there any takeaways from that race? Apart from, I think traffic is probably the biggest factor.
So actually 1 and 2 was pretty much what we suspected, the people being. Higo did very well.
Yes, he can school.
Proving that looks like your binning rating is might be a bit off.
We've got 1 whole race to go. It does.
Yeah.
It is medium, so who knows? But no, but to be fair though, if he keeps his cool, he's fast. He's very fast, actually. But he's got to realize that the race isn't won in every corner of every lap. All right, so we're
Powering through now. Looks like we're going to warm up straight away, and that'll be about a 5-minute break for everyone to take a piss.
Oh, well, see if I can find. So this is the vapid space of low quality bootleg streaming.
That's just Tasmania in general, isn't it?
Sorry for that incredibly high sensitive mouse in this game. Can't really pan. But no, we have no track stuff on. There's a shadow of something there that's not existing. But as Scafey likes to call it, it is a little bull ring of a circuit. It's a very old circuit. I don't know. I think it's 60s. I could be wrong. But I think, yeah, the supercars have been coming here for quite some time.
That shadow is a van. Oh, no, it's not. It is a bunker of some... Oh, it might be a piss trough.
And that's the 2022 safety car. I don't know if we... Should we update it? I don't know if we do need to. I think it still looks quite good. And
yeah. What else are we going to put there? Like I think we had the Mini for a period of time.
Oh, you got to have... As long as the car's got lights, as long as it works with lights, you need the lights.
Yeah, I think we had our founder, Brock Harvey, tried to make another car. I think it was a MX-5, but the lights just wouldn't work. The lights were there, they just wouldn't work.
Yes, this is technically a R-Factor mod, basically. Like, while it is a studio that developed it, it shows it's got a lot of qualities of code that would be found in mods where things are just weird. Like the fact that my replay is not working, which it normally would, but it's not.
So Rossi is taking credit for he goes third place, so well done, Rossi.
We may have had an engineer in his ear. Oh, we have a car going. I can hear a car engine. So, yep, if you want to come out on track so we can watch something in the stream, that'll be good because there's nothing else to look at. Where's my drink?
Anyone interesting in the crowd?
Yes, crowd. Unfortunately,
I remember one of the crowds has Pauline Hanson in it. It might be this one.
Falling ants.
Pauline Hanson.
Oh, I think you said falling ants. I went.
No.
That is a weird detail and a very particular detail. Right, who's on track? Any cars? Nope. Too far. Come back. It's Higo. Oh, let's watch Higo. Get some practice laps in. We do see a lot of branding of the AAMT on these cars, and that is I think it's what is it? Australian Motorsport Modding Team, I think. I can't remember the act, but they're working on basically getting the Gen 3 models that we see in the Super 3 in the supercars, the proper ones. So the ones that was developed by Higo and I guess there's a couple of other guys, and I don't know, but I know I think Dostal's.
Yeah, I hear those guys run down, like the new iPhones have those LiDAR scanners in them. So they run down whenever they get a chance to garages and whatnot, scan cars and as much as they can.
I know, I forgot his name. It starts with R. But he's helping him out because he was behind a lot of the original Assetto Corsa V8 or V8 Corsa stuff, I think. He was one of the main guys who got the models into that, so he's helping him out with that. So So they're trying to release that mod hopefully this year, but it's a proper mod, not ones that's been lifted from a certain, a modeler who, without his permission per se. We'll leave it at that. So this will be an official mod by the actual official people who released it, and and I think it'll be quite good once it gets done. The cars look amazing, that's while the physics are probably better, and this ASI engine, I think it's called, or whatever it's called, ASI motor. It definitely looks very pretty, and the graphics in Assetto Corsa, especially the amount of the access to the mods the modding community has to the game and the game engine. Definitely gonna make it look very, very nice. Hopefully we'll see Assetto Corsa Evo has those options. I doubt it though.
Yeah. Well, there is talk that ACE version 1's coming out towards the end of the year, and the devs said modding will be available prior to that. They haven't said what sort of modding. I think we all want just a program where you chuck your old mod in and it spits out the new mod, but doubt that's going to happen.
No, I think in the end it's just going to be another Forza and Gran Turismo. Like, modding's probably going to be liveries at best. I don't know, because there's a world. I think Rensport was meant to have this modding, and that never happened. So I think you're just entering a wall. Someone's gone off.
Well, Rensport just didn't happen anyway.
Apparently, it got released on Xbox, and I didn't even know they finished it on PC. So.
Finished is a strong word.
But if you want to have mods, you've got this, the modding to the level of what Assetto Corsa has. The amount of licensing fees to actually get it legitimately done would be a nightmare, as Rhodey's going around the track backwards. He's doing quite well. He's obviously using them. In this game, we do have access to looking directly backwards.
He's going faster than he normally goes forward, isn't he?
I was about to say. He's going. So this is a progressive grid from the first race. So the first, pretty similar. Apart from Jacob Palfrey, unfortunately, not be able to make the second race. Oh, you guys probably can hear all that burping. Sorry about that. I think this mic picks up the entire room, so you probably would have heard that. It's kind of an interesting front row here because, basically P2 has an advantage in the very first sort of little turn here. They get a good start, and then of course the main corner, P1 has the advantage. So
as you can see, there's the motorcycle starting boxes there. Motorcycle track is similar to this track, but as you can see, after turn 1, it cuts back a bit sharper, and that's the motorcycle track. Right there, it cuts off.
Yeah, it's the only difference. Yeah. All right, I'll quickly go through the grid. So last round's race winner, Mitchell Steele Allison, starting the front row, along with Scott Morrill, who definitely reckons he deserves a win after his qualifying and what happened to him in the first race. So he goes in a great spot to keep it clean for another podium for third. Dane McDonald, he was up the front, but unfortunately had a bit of a bingle here, I believe. I don't think I can. Replay's still not working, so Darryl Lachlan haven't really seen much of him. I apologise, but he's done well to be in fifth. Peter Thrower in his return, sixth. That's a great spot. Stephen Warwick, who was higher up, but he had a bad run with traffic in the pits, season 7. Angus Brown, he was up as well, but I think he was involved in that bingle, and that put him down. Daryl Callahan, he's been struggling here. He's normally up a bit higher in the grid, because he's battling the Super 3 leader at the moment, Nathan Relmian, so he's been holding that 10th space, in the last couple of races. Darren Kemp is
train behind it with Super 3s with the teammates of Brody and... Oh no, they're out of order. But Matt Cecil, then Cracker. Melody Smith. So the Datsuns have been all these three Datsuns struggling here. So Melody, Damo, Angus, and then Cracker was the... Glenn Miles was the only DNF last race. So hopefully he'll have a better run this time. See if I can find a camera. No.
Customary people not being able to line up. Mitchell Steele's very far forward.
No, I cannot find a camera whatsoever. And we are go. And Damon McDonald with the jump. So he's obviously misread that.
Gutting.
That's gutting. And Mitchell gets a great start. Got through there cleanly.
Looking good. We know there was that crash the first race, but it's looking good. That's the hairpin.
Nice and tidy. Oh, interesting pass there by Damo and Melody, but that'll work. So Mitchell's had a great start. He's up over a half a second. Followed by Scott Morrill and Higo. So this is the top four are all quite close, but unfortunately Damon's going to have to... You want to pit, just do it as fast as possible. Yep. Just in case there's a yellow, and he can get back out and catch everyone. But this is going to cost him.
Oh yeah.
Tumble all the way down.
And then pit again, he'll go a lap down, even though he's a big guy.
Will he get lapped? I think he should get out.
He won't go lap, but then he'll need to pit again for his tyres, so he'll get lapped then.
So he'll have to go long and hope, I guess. So he's going to probably, I'd imagine, his strategy I recommend is just try and go as long as you can in the yellows. Like, it'll be awful, but if you get that yellow, you'll be able to get all that.
Unless he does the alternate strategy, but again, that's a lot of fuel saving.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that is true. Can you save, which is basically around 40-45 seconds, I reckon. Can you get that fuel saving?
The top three are just walking away from everyone.
Yeah.
Did get a message from Murrell last race. He believes even without the lap traffic, he wouldn't have been able to catch Steele.
Oh, I don't know. He was matching him. Oh, yeah. I reckon he's just. I think he's just being nice there. I reckon deep down he's going, "Fuck you! I've got to win this race." Oh, but no one else did either. So.
Yeah. Oh, got a nice run though right now. Gonna be very close. He's gonna make that dive. He is. No, he's gonna. Defending by Mitchell.
Can do a crossover here, but it does make it awkward. And he's got to make sure he doesn't let invite Higo up the inside, because Higo will probably pounce. So Higo's got
a little bump, and he's hit that bump. You can go too wide through the whole first sector and front straight. But there, Murrell got that bump, and it's meant he had to back out.
So Higo's got a front row seat for this. He might actually do that front row seat. Don't put you. That's good. Smart move there by Higo. Could have turned him. It will cost him, but he avoids turning him.
Far better slipstream this time. He's going to be side by side by the end of the straight.
Mitchell's defending though. He's not letting him have it. Does he cross over? No. See, there's no pass on the outside there. It's extremely hard to pass right now.
Not with these two. I did notice both of them can brake very late there. So, they're both so strong in that corner. Yeah, they're not going to overtake that way.
I still reckon taking the shallow and crossing over as he whacks the ball is probably a better thing. So take it wide here, get a good run. Try and balk him to defend. Oh, is he going to? Oh. Tell you what though, he's had a great exit though.
Up the inside.
I reckon you should trick him here.
Right by the corner, which will be a bit more interesting.
See, where's he going to go here? See, that invites Higo in. Yeah, so I reckon he should, if Mitchell's gonna defend that hard, I reckon he should just roll out and try and cut under him and try and get him in the last corner. It'll be hard, but I reckon. Oh, as Mitchell loses it, and that's cost him a position.
I reckon that's been a little bit of net code. The server thinks they've hit, but they haven't. But yeah, that's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, that's a good pass. Oh, he's cut the grass.
Bad exit from Mitchell. Run, Scott.
So will Higo be able to make him? Higo be able to make him take that advantage of this? He's got a good run, but Higo. Oh, he's gone wide.
Mitchell was wide there.
Now you can stick your nose up here, but you do wash to the right, so it is dangerous to do so.
And it's quite easy for the car in front to come across your nose as well.
Exactly,
Which
because
puts you on the
that's the
curve,
line.
which you suffer.
Yeah, it's a very, very risky pass to do. So with that, Marl's got a 3/10 lead now. Behind him, we've got a bit of a battle here with Angus Brown and Steve Warwick. So they've made spaces there. Yeah, they've made some ground. So throwers obviously might have had a bit of a bad exit somewhere. I think he's dropped position, but Callahan's moved up one. Kemp's moved up
flag
two.
that Brody is ahead of Nether. So
Cecil's up 3. Brody and then Nether. So Nether's had some gone wrong. Cracker's up 1. Melody's up 1. And Dave McDonald with his drive is at 15. Followed by Angus Wells, Damo, and Glenn Miles. So back to the leaders. So still sort of. That's the thing. So look at his pace. He's gained half a second that lap. As I say that, well, while that line looks ugly, if you get the turn, it does help you through the exit. So it helps you down the straight.
What Marl needs to focus on is his tyres. He needs to get this first stint going longer. So aiming for that 1920, and if he can stay in front for the 1920, that'll be him in prime position.
I think this is the closest battle at the moment. So Angus, as he dives down the inside.
Well done.
Good move. That is a great move. Darren Loughlin just a bit late on the brakes in that corner, and I think he didn't want to fight it. He made a mistake. He went, right, you got me. Tuck it inside. Don't want to battle, especially in that last corner. You don't want to battle there, so try and get the position back, and hopefully don't let Steve catch up to him. There's going to be lap traffic coming into the picture here again.
Yeah, and Marl has been quite aggressive to tell Glenn to get out of the way.
Yeah,
which he has done, with a little bit of poo coming out of Scott's
but see, that's what. See, Glenn's done the exact right thing there. He's seen the leaders. He's looked at the track map. I'm not in a battle. Roll out and let him pass. That is textbook what you're meant to do. So he's not the fastest, but he hasn't gone off track. He hasn't made it. He hasn't been unpredictable. He's gone right. I see where you guys are. I don't want to balk you here. But he's gonna balk someone here. It's inevitable. But as long as you try, you do your best. So he might try and move. He's doing his best. So. If you're not the fastest, that's what you do. So that's how you do it. So good work on the Miles.
A little bit of a battle with Brody and Nether.
Find it.
Getting close to each other. Oh, it's more exciting all the time, in truth. Feels on track.
We're all getting past Cracker as the lap traffic at the moment. So no one's had a big spin, and the only real error was the jump start by Damon, unfortunately. So he's had 2 bad. That's the worst start you can have, basically. One of the worst, I guess. Crashing it. So Scott Miles kept to it second, so I think he's just out of slipstream range.
Yeah, it's just ebbing and flowing, but yeah, keeping that 1.1 second gap, which we saw in race 1. He struggled to keep a gap, but this race seems to be a bit more consistent. Oh, and the stream's gone to about 216i.
Is that sorry?
The stream's gone to about 216i graphics.
Oh, we're getting lag. I apologize. One, unless. Well, if we're experiencing jitters, I apologize. There's nothing I can do.
More fuzzy than anything.
Well, it's looking alright in OBS, so hopefully it's just Discord that's
Hopefully it'll come back.
looking shit. Battle on screen at the moment. We've got Steve Warwick has sort of made a little ground on Darren Lachlan here. He's got a yellow up ahead, and that's Damo and the Dado. But I think he can come on the track. Was he? No, he's not. Just came back on the track. Nice and safe there. That's good to see. So no dramas of this race really.
Yeah, well, both races have been pretty good racing.
Which is good to see because, you know, that hairpin can cause a lot of drama and a lot of pain for people. So the fact that they're all managing
outside Eastern Creek, which we had 2 circuits basically for Eastern Creek, it hasn't been an easy run for these guys. They've had Gold Coast and Taupo, which even though Taupo's a great track, it does not suit these cars at all. So this is probably the most more simple track for everyone to get used to.
Gold Coast will forever be a steward's nightmare because there's no runoff whatsoever. You bounce off into a wall, you bounce back in front of people. So, but it's Gold Coast. It's got the greatest chicane in Australia, so possibly the world. So should be a mainstay in the series. I hope it is as Angus Wells rolls out, but he might balk. Now it's rolls reversed.
Return serve.
Yeah, and yeah, that's Wells' fault there. He pretty much put the brakes right in front of Richard Still Allison, and that's cost him close to a second there. So that's 15 all basically when it comes to lap traffic. For now, anyway. I think, well, to be fair, I think Scott was up 40-15 basically when it came to lap traffic last race. So he's gained about I'd say half a second with
It's
that.
about half a second. It's not
With
too
that
much.
balk.
So we're approaching lap 14. So next 6 laps we'll probably start getting a flurry of people in the pits.
There's a battle going for the Super 3s. Brody's still in the lead. Nether he hasn't lost Nether, but he hasn't. Nether he's sort of just been staying at this pace. So,
It's happy to circulate there.
but yeah, I wonder if there's a bit of red mist in Nether because he's dropped 2 spaces at the beginning of the race, so he may have been involved in a little awkwardness at the hairpin.
Could even have a little bit of damage we just don't know.
Tell you what though, he's made up space in this, made up time in that sector.
Yeah,
right.
Brody's been scrappy.
Sort of bungled the last sector, and he might have a run here. Up the FGX, he's going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not going to send it. But he's being smart about it. He's trying to get a better exit. Just couldn't get it to stick.
Just not as confident on the brakes as Brody is.
It is a tricky corner.
So, leaders are up to Glenn now. Glenn seemed to have balked Scott very slightly, and then deep through, and hasn't really had much of a consequence.
Let's see if anyone there's an undercut. I guess it'll be up. Balls in Mitchell's court if he's going to try and undercut, because it did work with Scott last race. That's the thing. If you do it now, it will hurt your tire. We'll have more worn tires. He goes in. He goes the first to bite the bullet, and he's going to try and undercut.
Yeah, that's early. Happy to say your stream has become
Less fuzzy.
more like 720i.
I am streaming to you and the internet at the same time. Streaming to two things at the same time. So we've had Higo and it's like Callahan. No, not Callahan. That's Lachlan. Sorry, come in for their bits. Can't see anyone else biting the board at the moment. So these are the first two to get tyres. It's a quick stop for Higo. So I'm interested to see how that has come out in 14. So we've got a battle there.
Oh,
Damon's caught up to the Super 3 guys. If I was Nether, I would just try and stick with Damon, sorry.
Yeah, stick on, get the slipstream. He's
Get the
fallen back
draft
too
and
late.
maybe get a pick as well.
It's an awkward line from Rhodey for that corner. I've seen it a few times now.
Rhodey's
Oh, he's off.
leading. I haven't been checking the pits actually. Is there any of the leaders' pits? Is Scott still out?
Yeah.
Mitchell's
Steele's in.
Alright, so where's Steele? So he's exiting the lane now. So has anyone made ground on... So there's Higo.
Scott's in.
Higo's jumped him. Higo has jumped Mitchell Still
That's huge.
because he did have a quick stop. I did see him have a really... He was out really quickly compared to Darren.
He was 2 seconds behind Steele. That's massive.
Yeah.
That's almost like Higo put 2 tyres on, but yeah,
So is he...
you can only put the back 2 tyres on. That's pretty risky.
I think
And we saw it lopsided. So
Mitchell may not know the fuel coverage and he may be just putting too much fuel in. Because that's the second time that he's lost a couple of seconds. We've got the I think what's the name? Yeah, Scott's just pitted. So interesting to see where he comes out. So there's Higo.
Higo coming down the front straight. Higo has made up significant time, and Scott is out, and he's running.
So I think Scott didn't lose any time. So I think Scott had a good pit stop as well. But Higo's
He's lost time on Scott and Higo. Higo's gained time on.
it's a yellow. Oh, we got what's happened here? So Wells is off in front of the leaders.
It's not great.
Don't rejoin. He's rejoined right in front of Higo. He might get penalised.
Theoretically, well, he actually reversed onto the racing
He did.
surface
That's what I mean.
while a leader was coming, so that was not great.
Yeah. So that's while it hasn't cost him a position, it has cost Higo time, and all the time that he gained on Mitchell, it's pretty much lost in that instance. So the effective leader at the moment is still Scott. So who's still out at the moment? So I'd say Damon probably might risk it and try and go long and hope for a safety car, so he can come in on the yellow, get his fresh tyres at the end of the race. So all the back markers here in the Super 3s are staying out.
The person that won't want the safety car is Marl at the moment. He's able to run away a little bit with the battling behind them.
Everyone's pitting at the moment, so that's Steve Warwick in. So Matt Cecil's yet to pit out of the Super 2s, as well as Pete Roll. So it's a bit of a 14 difference of seconds between them though. So like Cecil was effectively 14th? I can't remember now. So I imagine it wouldn't be too long unless Peter Thoreau is going to have a gamble and try and go long as well. Like your tyres are going to be hurting. We can probably have a look here. He's down to that left, the right rear is screaming.
Mitchell's gone deeper the hairpin, and he's in the wall. Mitchell's in the wall.
Oh no! Can I find them? Replay work? No. Oh. How'd you caught that?
So Mitchell went deep. And then Higo just gave him a nice little love tap at the turn-in, and that was enough to unsettle Mitchell into the wall, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that would be seen as a racing incident, so play on. But yeah, Higo will want to run right now. He's got the worst tyres out of the top 3, so he wants to make a bit of space on everyone.
I think
car. Excuse me. So Scott has given that's given Scott a big free kick. So the tides have turned when it comes to lap traffic so far. He's one out of the pits and he's gotten a good 3 seconds over Higo and now 7 seconds over Mitchell Still Allison. So it has cost Mitchell, unfortunately. Now Higo's got to keep it on the road. He has crashed before, leading the race by 8 seconds at one point. So he doesn't need to overdrive it. And just like, you may have been listening to all the comments I've been making and other drivers are making, and hopefully it's rubbing off on him, because this is a great performance so far. He's been fast and clean pretty much the entire night, so good on him. Mitchell's...
Well, he's at a point where he could probably lose a 10th and a half.
We're on an accident, I can't
keep
find
his
it.
position.
It's Damo. Did he take out anyone else? He's on the track, but no, I thought there might have been a safety car there, but no. So the closest battle at the moment, I think it's between Angus and these two have been lock stock all night. There's Scott Morrill is the fastest up to 51.6, so he's flying at the moment. Using those fresh tyres.
Too.
Yeah. The track would be well rubbered up and he's gone into a good groove at the moment, so he's enjoying this free air. Morris gone up position to 6. Just gained up here.
Noticed the Super 3 guys are pretty much perfectly at the rear now. There's no Super 2 guys in between them.
Yeah, Cecil's had a good run. Battle with Kemp at the moment for the top 10.
And we see this with... Yeah, he's having fun now.
He's down a point. Don't overdo it. Like, he doesn't need to go. He doesn't need to gain. He's up to 6 seconds now. He doesn't need to increase it. He needs to manage those tyres, basically.
If you get the right tram track, you don't actually use a lot of the tyre. So if he's getting that good, yeah, it won't actually be hurting too much.
He doesn't need to
We
push
see
it,
this
though.
with Cecil. We see this with Cecil. He's qualifying's a bit average, but his race pace is a lot better. And his race craft works better with everyone around him. So yeah, up 2 spots. Well done so far.
He does do some racing in real life, some tin top races.
Yeah, Lockie in the Civic, and forget what Cecil draws.
He's got an Excel, doesn't he? Or am I? No.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Something with no power, but I've seen a few of these on boards, and it looks like a lot of fun.
And that does all transfer to the sim, as we've seen.
And vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty much, it's pretty... Everyone's spaced out again. Morals.
Steele has flown up to the back of here.
Oh yes, I missed that. So he's probably a bit pissed off. I don't know how it was from his view, if he thought Higo might have bumped him into the wall. So will we see a return of serve? Or is Mitchell Still Allison a revenge type driver? Let's have a look, because he's right on Higo now. Let's go to
Steele, if he's in the chat, you actually notice he gets very quiet. He's in race. He's very much eyes on. Oh, yep.
That is pretty much hung him there. I think Higo realised he fucked that corner and went, alright, I'm just going to block his... But he's got to run here. So Higo's going to defend.
That's how you do it.
He's there. Oh, don't spin him.
Oh yeah. Good driving.
That's good racing by both of them. So he wants to, I reckon, back off here and try and get a good exit out of here.
have a good run here as we have. Oh, Glenn Miles is on the road. Oh, see, Higo did not back off. Higo just went fuck it, foot to the floor. But Mitchell's going. I don't want to I don't want to crash here. But he catches up by braking massively there. That is like I think he gained like 3 car lengths just in that braking alone. So that's good work.
What I was hearing out of Higo last night is he's gone to paddles for this round instead of the shifter.
Oh, good dive. Will he hold it?
Oh, yep.
He's going to get crossover. No, he couldn't do it. That was a big dive.
And Higo wants to run right now.
To be fair, you don't really need shifters for supercars. You only really need shifters for drifting and rallying. That's my opinion. That's sissy sticks for those anyway. Like, if you want realism,
shifting, the rhythm for shifting and braking is too entrenched in me now. I couldn't do it. Even if I drive a GT3 car, I blip it for some reason.
Oh, and Mitchell's gone straight. He's in the bog
He's
now.
frustrated with himself. Yeah.
Can he get out cleanly?
5th. Down to 5th now. So it's not 2 spots.
Oh dear. Cleans the shit off his tyres, so... Unless he's having a wheel issue, and he might be checking his wheel. Because... Yeah, he's been going great all night, so that is a weird mistake, because there's a battle up ahead of him now. So these two have been lock-stop all night. And attached to each other by the hip. But as I was saying,
Mustangs that have the same colours. All these blue ones and all these orange ones.
Don't get me wrong though. Like, if I had the money for a shifter, I'd probably get one for the hell of it. But for supercars, I reckon, flappy paddles, even though they are gay. That's all you really. Sequential gears, gay period.
I must admit, I don't heel toe. I'm not that coordinated. I know Higo heel toes. Our Noah Tara, I believe, heel toes as well. So credit to those guys that have that sort of coordination.
Because when I first started racing this series, I was using H-pattern shift and I didn't realise I was losing 2/10 each shift. Because it was.
Oh wow!
It's a lot more fun though. I can tell you that. Like if there was a way to drive, if I could have the same, if there wasn't a disadvantage using a manual in this series, I would use it. It's way more fun, more rewarding using a manual.
I believe there's a setting in the PLR if you haven't set it. It's either it knows that you're in gear, and when you're out of gear, it still holds the gear that it was in before you move into the next one. So if you put the right setting on it, it's
the sequential shift cut, like going straight into it that you can't, because you're manually moving into the gear, you lose time. So, which is a shame. It's realistic, I guess, because they are sequential cars. Unfortunately, as we heard recently from the Apex Hunter podcast, it was Scafey's idea, apparently, to bring the transactions.
Yeah, and
I was always
didn't like that.
No one fucking likes it. Who the fuck? You ask any racing car driver in Australia driving, would you prefer a manual? You know, what are they called? The Hollingers, I think they were called. Would you prefer that or a shifter? Basically, a flappy paddle shifter stick. And I always thought because it was cheaper, but it was bullshit. Apparently, it cost them millions. So I was quite pissed off when I was listening to that, because I always thought, it was meant to bring more manufacturers. As the leader's got a whole gaggle of cars in front of him. He's got good 10 seconds over Higo, but he might be having nightmares and post-traumatic stress of the last race. He's got, as they're not giving him way.
Well, he can take his time to get past him because he's got that gap now.
He hasn't got the headlights on, but he just doesn't want to get. He doesn't want to get taken out here. That's what he's the real risk here. He's got past Rhodey. Rhodey's going to be pissed off because he's probably battling Cecil.
Brody's lost a few spots in the last few laps. He was ahead of Nether. Now Nether's leading Super 3.
Nether's got past Cecil as well, yeah. Because, he's negotiated Cecil now.
That's how fucking commentators goes with Cecil there.
Yeah.
Talk about him for a lap and he drops 4 spots.
Glenn Miles is retired, and Damo's doing another. He must have had damage. He's in the pits. Just going through the field, seeing if there's any battles, and so it's Nether, and then that's. Oh, I can't find it. Camp is off.
Camp.
And that's cost him. He's lost about 3 or 4 spots in that, I think, because that was the closest battle. Was this group here. Now Nether's going to be... I don't think Scott's going to have any connection with Nether. Nether's going to definitely let him pass here, I'd imagine. Roll off here, yep. But don't give it to Cecil. Yep, that's a smart driver there. And, oh no! Oh, I thought he was in the wall then.
I think he did clip it.
I thought, because that's the thing, if you go, you can go head first and be stuck there. Good old Shane Van Gisbergen did one time, I believe. So Scott just wants to get past this, and he's lost 2 seconds out of all this, but it hasn't cost him too much dearly. But the main thing, he's through. So he's got 4 laps to go
now.
So with that, so let's go back to that. So Scott Miles retained his lead after all that. Higo's been driving clean. Hasn't overdriven it, and it's good to see, because when he's not overdriving, he is fast.
And given there's only 3 laps to go, Higo might not even have to deal
Oh,
with
we've got a battle here. Mitchell's trying to get 4th.
Oh.
Good driving from both of them though, but get through there. But he's going to have a run here. So he's going to try and cross him over and get a better run here. Or try and go right around the outside. Let's have a look. Yep, he's trying the over and under. But you have black grip on the exit there, down the end, bottom there. But he's still with him.
Run on the back straight.
But that's the thing, does he defend? He's not.
He's on the right side to attack.
He's done what Cam Waters did to Slade there. Lucky he didn't. Oh, but he's oh, how did he hold on to that? Oh, got it. Is that a safety car? We've got a safety car.
Oh, get stuffed.
What's happened? I can't replay it, unfortunately. I'm trying to find what has happened. I apologise, I can't go to replay, which is really fucking annoying because I can't go through. I think it was Melody on the exit there. Has anyone dropped significant time or places?
From memory, the exit's sensitive.
And Scott's gone straight. What has happened to Scott?
He's damaged. He must be damaged.
Did he get hit by Melody? I think he's got. Has he got damage? He's still in the lead. He's still in the lead, luckily. So what is going on in this race now? Damo's rolling off from the outside. I think he's alright. I think he just got balked at the end exit there. I really wish my fucking replay button would work so I could figure it out, but it's not. So we're going to go to overtime here. Now, will this... What's the fuel like?
Scott's the leader, so he has to get past all these people to get to the safety car.
So where is the safety car? So they're all passing the safety car now. So he's just coming to the safety car now. So
Kemp would be fuming right now because everyone in front of him has been able to get their lap back.
Oh no! He might get now. He's completely rolling. I think they're all fuel compromised. He is not accelerating whatsoever. He's got it in 6th gear.
That's why he flew off. He's
been saving fuel. He's
clunked it back into gear and
he is fuel compromised. Now, He's got to keep. He can't let the safety. Oh, we're going full. Oh, we're going green next time round. Oh, that's lucky. So they're going to be 41 laps. He can't drift too far back from the safety car. So how compromised is he? Because I can't bring. I don't think this comes up on. Nah, the fuel always is 56 laps, unfortunately, because it's a mod.
Scott might be compromised, but we also saw Higo had that really fast stop as well, so doubt he's got the fuel on board either.
He would have taken 4 tyres, so as long as you because you can put 40 litres in with your tyres, but are they all fuel compromised? I'll have to look. So the grid as it stands at the moment, we've got Scott Morrill, and we've got now we're not getting. Kemp can't get out of the way. He's not getting things, so we've got Higo. Darren Loughlin's in 3rd. So, because Mitchell Steele Ellison had his issue. Angus in 4th. Mitchell Steele Ellison's there. Lap traffic with Brody. Throwers in 6th. Dan McDonald went down.
Scott would have wanted to pull the pack up a bit now.
Yeah,
close to the safety car.
This is going to be causing an issue here because he's got to hold up until the safety car goes green. Has it gone green? Green flag, it has, but he's still waiting for the safety car.
And he's gone.
He's lucky he didn't get pipped there because you don't want to accelerate after the line, you want to accelerate before it, but so this is the last lap.
This is the last lap. Higo's going to want it.
Mitchell Steele Ellison's trying to get past the thing, but we'll stay with the leaders. It all depends on this exit.
Go.
Oh, big dive! Has he got grip? No. Everyone gets through. Yep. So it's all just going to be this last 6 and 7 corner here. Can he hold it? Is Higa going to send it? No, he's too far back. Just needs a nice clean exit here.
Smart driving by both.
And good work. He was lucky that he had that 8-second lead, so he's going to get the win. Higo in 2nd, great work. And Loughlin in 3rd. Well done. So they all come flooding through.
Steele was able to get Brown on that last lap.
Oh, he did too. I missed that. Well done. I say, oh, come thundering.
Up to 10th.
Yeah, he got Cecil then.
Up to 10th.
Well done. That's the Mustang Brigade comes. And so will we see some celebratory doughies? We better, even though there's no smoke. Higo's going to do
that fuel left.
He might not have blown up the tyres or fuel.
As Loughlin smashes into the wall.
I don't think they're going to have fuel to get back. Yep, Scott's just ran out of fuel. So he can't move out of the way for Higo. Oh no, he's got fuel.
There he is.
Well, it was sort of a quiet race near the end there until that safety car, which I believe was from Melody, but Higo bins it in front of him. So I laugh. Stop moving, mouse goodness. So, great race after all that. So that was a good night. So there was only one safety car, which I think was caused by Melody and possibly someone else, but in the end it was very lucky that Scott did make that 8-10 second lead because he ran off here completely straight and just did get back on and retained his lead to get back behind the safety car.
Yeah. There would have been a lot of poo in his pants after that going off. And I think he even clipped the wall, so yeah.
Very lucky, very lucky.
He's going to be happy with that. First round of the year, he's been able to get the round win, get a win on the board, 2 podiums. Yeah, he'd be really chuffed.
Especially after thinking that he had race 1 in the bag and had traffic in the way. So obviously he had some fuel left. He's doing decent burnout, even though there's no smoke or dirt, which I apologise for. No, well done, Scott. Good to. He's probably very happy to finally have a race and have a good race, good round, 1st and 2nd. So he's a round winner, I would say. And now he's out of fuel. All right. Oh, we have to do fucking interviews, don't we?
I've only got one screen. It's a track information screen. All right, so give me a moment. I do have podium shots I can use, I guess.
Your stream's bit rate's gone to nothing anyway, so don't worry about it too much.
Oh, I've just closed. I'm closing AMS now. All right, Discord. What do we do? Do we just drag them up, or what do we do?
Yeah, let's bring Higo, Scott, and Nether.
Do you have the power to bring them up? Because I don't think I do.
I do.
All right, let's use your power.
Broadcast. There we go.
I'm probably a bit pissed. Maybe you should do the interviews.
That one. And where's the other one? Where's Higo?
Filling up there. We're just gearing up. Oh, Nether's. I don't think Nether wants to be interviewed. He's pissed off.
Oh, yeah, fuck off, Nether, then. All right, so Higo.
All right.
Hello.
You had a good night. How'd you find it?
Look, honestly, coming into tonight, I was absolutely filthy. I felt like I wasn't going to do anything at all of any sort of, what do you call it? I felt like I wasn't going to do anything of any importance. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised I got up as far as I did, and I'd like to thank Brendan Ross for being my eyes and ears on the cans.
How hard was your heart pounding that last lap? You saw the win there.
I was hoping he'd run out of fuel, honestly. Either run out of fuel or do what he did when he came onto the safety car by clutching in.
Yeah.
But look, honestly, if I hadn't have if my headset hadn't have gone flat halfway through the race, I probably would have had him when he went off at the start of the safety car. So, oh well, it happens. It's put me in a better mood than I was in when I came into the night, honestly.
This is definitely your best round of the year.
Yep.
Second for the round. So, yeah. What's your thoughts on Barbagallo?
I'd like to seek some professional help. I'm not keen, not 100% keen on it, but well, I mean, it happens. You get tracks you like, you get tracks you don't like. We'll just see what happens.
Just a quick question. Sorry. So, what in that last race, were you guys compromised for fuel?
I'd buffered my fuel by about 2 or 3 laps, so I was okay.
Okay.
Because
I think you had the fastest pit stops in that last race. Because I think you jumped about 2 spots. So good pit entry and exit, obviously.
Yeah. No, pit entry and exit was good, and I'd put the same amount of fuel in that I did the last race. It's just I was a bit closer to the people in front. Simple as that. I was pushing hard to try and get out in front of Scott after his pit stop, and that didn't happen. So I just kept the head down.
That was a killer pit stop.
Yeah, we watched it. We went, well done. So, well, congratulations, Hugo. It's good to see. I think you might have to, definitely stick with. If Rossi can be your engineer, I think that's obviously helped.
Mate.
It's good to see you up the front and running. Yeah, good work.
Look, honestly, it's good that I'm back where. Not to sound too cocky, I'm back where I should be. This is the sort of pace that I should have. Yeah,
well, to be fair, I do on stream give you shit that you do tend to overdrive it, but you proved me wrong tonight, so I'm proud to be proven wrong. So keep this up.
Thank
you. We like, because that's the thing, when you're not overdriving, you're not driving silly, you're fucking fast. So keep it up, man. It's good to see you up the top here.
Thank you.
No worries. Who we got next, Will?
Well, Steve's finished chucking his piss, so he's back in the comm box. So how was your night, Steve?
Very interesting, actually. Happy to have made it through to Q2, which was the goal. Didn't think we had the pace to go into the top 10. The other guys were pretty quick all night long, but throughout the night we went for a setup that sort of went to protect the front right tyre, because the front right tyre was a known problem. You know, if you pushed it too hard, you ended up in a position where you would have to pit a little bit earlier, perhaps a little bit short of the half distance mark if you really abused it. So we went for a setup that sort of protected that front right tyre, gave us a bit of longevity, and we're actually able to maintain some good pace. So that actually got us in both races to lap 20 on the green flag. So it actually gave us a really, a good, still a good set of front tyres for both races at the back end. It actually allowed us to really push up. And in race one, we were on the back of Darrell we were 10th, but we were pushing for 9th. And then that late safety car actually brought us back to a position where we were 11th. I was able to get Matt at the end, and then had a half chance at Darrell again on the last lap, but he blocked it down into turn 6, and we got another 10th place. So now happy with 2 top 10s, and happy with a good chunk of points.
Now, you alluded to qualifying, and I know you were in chat with most of the drivers. How do they find the new qualifying format? First time we've done it.
Yeah, first time it's happened, and actually, I think a lot of drivers were looking forward to it. We were actually expecting they might have, over the 20 car mark, and would have been a much better, a lot more sort of denser field. But I think tonight, having the numbers that we did, it actually turned out to be quite good. A lot of people, I think, sort of enjoyed it, and a lot of people, I think, made the right strategy calls by finding themselves some room on track or running with others that they knew were sort of similar pace to sort of, the front runners ran with the front runners to get themselves out, make sure they got themselves out of Q1 and they didn't get caught behind, some slower traffic. So overall, I think it was quite a success, and the guys reacting pretty positively to it. So it might be something we have to bring back and do at a later point in time. But we've got the main game next week's going to do the same thing.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. Thank you for the night's racing, Nether. It was good to see you on track.
Yeah, congrats, Nether.
Mate,
Well
thank
done.
you.
Right, who we got next, Mr.
Now,
Interviewer?
Scotty, the one question Coxie and I have right now is how much poo exited your body when you went off the track under the safety car?
A little bit. That wall came up real quick.
Yeah, I bet we were all clenched up here. You're in the box seat, and what five cars between you and second, and that evaporated.
It was panic stations. When that safety car came out, I had 11 litres of fuel left.
Yep.
So I was crunching numbers, looking at everything, not paying attention, clutch in. Brake where I normally brake with no engine braking, then car goes straight.
Yeah. Outside that, first round back for the year after busted PC. Won every qualifying round and a second and a first. You must be pretty proud of that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked for that. Been working pretty hard with the likes of yourself, Cam. And big shout out to Angus too. We've been bouncing setup ideas off each other, and we had a last minute change into the races. We ran the qualifying setup that's extremely aggressive for both races, just to keep up with Mitchell. So, and shout out to Mitchell too.
Yeah, it looked like you two were some really strong fair racing between you, and each race it was either you got the short end of the shit stick in lap traffic in race 1, or he got the short end of it race 2. So
I think we were pushing ourselves pretty much at 100% the whole way through. So no, it was really nice to be nice and clean like that. It was good to see he go up there with us in that second race, having a good sniff in.
So you have to tell us how pissed off with you in the first race, because I believe you got balked quite significantly about 4 or 5 times, which pretty much cost you the lead, right? The race lead.
Nah, Mitchell would have had it hands down. I went for the undercut.
Oh, no, you had the pace.
I had to drop off. That last lap, I ran around the track on 2%.
Fair enough.
tyre.
Very
Yeah,
gentlemanly of you too.
I was
congrats, though.
pushing it very, very hard, and just cooked the tyres behind Mitchell. So, hats off to him. He won that one fair and square.
Fair enough. Well, congrats, mate. You won the round, and it's good to have you back in the series.
Glad to be back.
All right, and with that, I think that's pretty much it. So we've got supercars on the track next Friday. Outward Broadcasting. We're going to be doing a bit more, pretty much the same type of round. So we're going to be 2 races. I think we do about 5 or 6 laps more, but we're going to be doing the same type of qualifying, and so it'll be interesting to see how the supercars do it. I don't think we're going to be as fast as the Gen 2 series.
No, we're at least 7th to a second slower.
Yeah, just
in the main car.
Understandable. So it'll be interesting, but I hope the bootleg stream worked. I don't know what I sound like. I probably sound quite echoey because I'm in an empty room, and I closed all the windows and doors because there's a party. It was a bit there's roadwork and a party down the street, so I didn't want the sound to affect it. So I hope I didn't suck. I hope my lisp doesn't sound as bad, even though I didn't realize I had a lisp. I don't know, but thank you, Will, for joining me. I didn't want to do this alone. I would fucking hate. I wouldn't be able to do this by myself. I need to bounce it off. So I hope the stream worked. I'm sorry about the replay. I don't know what the fuck. It was working in the practice test, and the R is bound, but it just wasn't working in the fucking game. So I apologize for all the replays missed, but yeah. So yeah, I'll sound off. Thanks again, Will.
Thank you.
And I'm going to press the stop streaming button and everyone have a good night. Cheers. See you later.
Yeah, cheers.